Courage. Courage is the ability to see something even when there is risk involved. It is the ability to do something and say what is right even in the face of opposition. Courage, for some, it comes naturally, but for others, if it doesn't come naturally, then courage is something that we must cultivate. And the good news is that it can be cultivated with the right amount of time and effort, just like anything else we learn, right? So if you are wishing to become more courageous, you simply need to be committed and put in the work. And I'm going to give you the tools and the tactics and how to reach this goal, so you can tap into the courage that isn't found outside, but it's already inside of you. We all have it within. So what are we going to do? We're going to face our fears. One of the best ways to tap into the courage that is deep within us all is to face our fears. That means making a conscious decision not to avoid or run away from the very things that scare us, but rather choose to confront the thing that we are afraid of. It's when we choose to get to the root of our fears that suddenly they start to lose their power. And if we are willing to work through it, in the midst of facing it, then we are taking that power from that fear and transferring it to ourselves. It's through the facing of and conquering of that fear that we develop courage in our abilities and ourself. Find your why. It is easier to be courageous when there is a deep, deep meaning. When it's attached to the essence of who you are. When everything is worth fighting for to get there. Find the reason why you are taking a stance or working towards, a particular goal. It shifts your focus away from the thing that you are fearful of. And it takes it towards that larger mission, that larger meaning, that place that we all want to get to in life, right? This is refocusing and redirection can serve as a type of distraction to keep you focused on the goal rather than on the thing that you are fearful of. Taking that thing that could be our fear, could be our prison or our power, taking that and making it our power. So, and it helps to, will last long enough to accomplish that goal and prove to yourself that you are able to conquer the fear after all. And why not? All right, get informed. Many times our fears are rooted in the lack of information. The less we know about something or the misinformation that we might have, or we're listening to news or listening to other people's opinions rather than our true self. But when we get true, legit information, the more we, really look at things and we really find out that truth, taking the time to research, get the best information, is the best way to tackle an issue that you might be fearful of. When we are well informed, we can account for many of the unknowns, the lack of knowledge that it creates. So the more time spent gathering information and preparing, the less fearful we will be, and the more ready we will be to actually take that action and feel courageous to tackle that problem. But remember, we can't just sit. We can't get lost in just gathering information, right? We actually have to take that massive action at some point. And then regularly, I force myself to do this. Do something scary regularly. When was the last time you did something scary? Comment about it. This may seem counterintuitive, but getting in a regular habit of doing something scary or something you don't want to do can actually work to help us face our fears. The more we do something, the more it actually becomes a pattern and a habit. Thus, the more we are out, we put out ourselves in those scary situations, the more we get used to it. And the less scary things start to become over time. Meaning that we can actually program or train, yes we can, ourselves to be less fearful. That's great news. And more courageous. The more we confront our fears, the more that we will be courageous, the more that we will tackle things right on. And then, of course, what else? Affirmations. You talk about it all the time. It is important to affirm yourself on a regular basis. It means tapping into your inner strength. Stop beating yourself up. Find that strength. Find that courage. Affirmations are a way that we can use to use phrases and words, right? Because they have meaning. They do, like sentences, and really retrain our subconscious to a level of impact, right? Because so many times when we go into fear, we're going to just respond how we always do. We need to change it, to make it conscious behavior, to start changing it by reminding ourselves of our abilities and inner strength. And we can impact our actions, whereby we begin to behave in ways that will align with those courageous thoughts and ideas. So, affirmations can be strong ways to reinforce the courage within. You are courageous. Whether you realize it or not, my friend, you have what it takes. Take the time to cultivate that courageousness inside of you. It exists within. You don't need to find anyone else. By using the steps that I just outlined and others like it, you can tap into the courage within and begin to operate in boldness in your daily life. With a courageous mindset and attitude, there is nothing, did you hear me? There is nothing you cannot overcome. So today, which one of those are you going to do today? Make it today. Be courageous, because you've got this and you are worth it. Like, remember, you are worth being courageous. You are worth living your best life now. You hold the power. You hold it all in your hands. It's time for you to unlock it. Stop allowing fear, start allowing uncertainty to be your prison, to make it your power today. And we make it our power by what? Taking action. All right, tribe. Be brave, be kind, live authentically, and always shine. And remember, you're just one habit away, 180 shift away. Maybe that is something that we talked about today, and you are going to become more courageous today. I'd love to know your thoughts. Which one are you going to curve for today? Which one are you going to commit to today? Before you leave this video, before you leave beyond my podcast, commit to something today and let me know, because when we commit to it, we say we're going to do it, we're more likely to do it. I want to see you follow through, because you can be as courageous as you are. Remember, courage is the ability to do something even when the risk is involved. It is the ability to do and say what's right even in the face of opposition. Go. Be courageous today in my tribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. If you'd like more information on how to live a holistically fit life in our mind, body, spirit, emotions, and how we feel our bodies. Not diet, fat, not into promise program, a complete solution. Redefining fit as a lifestyle, doable, sustainable, realistic, practical ways through our micro habits every day. And showing up being courageous is something that we all must do. All right, until next time, tribe.